The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace.
Woo! Beautiful. All right, beloveds, let's stand to sing our first song, I'm Choosing Heaven Today. It's the gold sheet.
Oh, yeah. I'm choosing heaven. I don't know about you, but I'm choosing heaven today. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Power! I'm choosing power today. I'm choosing power today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing power today. How about peace? I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing peace today. Love! I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Heaven! I'm choosing heaven today.
It's right
heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Woo! It's a gift to be simple.
It's a gift.
Oh, wrong key. There we go. It's a gift to be simple. It's a gift to be free. 'Tis a gift come down where you ought to be. And when we find ourselves in a place just right, we will be in the valley of love and delight. And when true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we will not be ashamed. To turn, we will be our delight, till by turning, we come round right. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, we will be in the valley of love and delight. And when true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we will not be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we run round right.
Woohoo! All right, beloveds, while you're standing, please turn to one another and offer the Namaste greeting. Namaste. Namaste, Zoomers. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, musicians. We love you. Namaste, Brian and Travis in the back. We love you. We thank God for you. Thank you, Zoomers. All right, if you'll now please take a moment to silence your cell phones, that would be wonderful. And I just want to say good morning, beloveds. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. My name is Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I'm the spiritual director and senior minister. And I would like to welcome you to the Awakening Ways spiritual community, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of awakening to the loving heart, the inspired mind, and the sacred soul present in every life. We are an independent New Thought community, and we follow the teachings of Ernest Holmes. Welcome home. We've been waiting for you. All right, so we have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. I raise my life.
I raise my life.
I praise my life.
I praise my life.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
We'll do that again. I raise my life.
I raise my life.
I praise my life.
I praise my life.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
One more time like you mean it. I raise my life.
I raise my life.
I praise my life.
I praise my life.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And our practitioner of the day, Linda, is going to come up now and offer you her Ernest Holmes reading and prayer. Yeah, come on up.
Hi, guys. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes, and I'll start with the reading and then a prayer. We are a community that knows and believes in the power of prayer. There are 4 ways of getting prayer. You can get a card over there and see one of us for in-depth, thanks, Travis, in-depth, long time together. Or you can see me directly after for a 3-minute miracle, and I will keep it to 3 minutes because I want to eat. Or you can, send a note into awakeningways@thegrid.net and make sure you put the subject line prayer request. What's the 4th one? Oh, I said the box. Oh, the box. Oh, my gosh. Okay, it's been a fun morning, guys. Okay, and you can put a prayer request in. There's little salmon sheets over there, and put it in. And the soul support team, and there are 14 of us, will pray for you all week long. So with that, now you can close your eyes if you're comfy, and I'll do a reading. If you say, all the good there is mine, with equal certainty that it will produce a larger good. If you believe that wherever you go, you will meet with love and friendship, with appreciation and gratitude, then this will become the law of your life. There is one power, one source, one mind, one, infinite, eternal, always, all in all. I am a perfect light of the divine. God is in me, as me, is me. As this is true for me, this is true for each person here and each person everywhere. We are divine lights of God. We are the consciousness of the universe. We are the health of the divine. We are the abundance of God. I declare this is the truth of who we are, perfect divine beings. And I know that today we will be uplifted by Reverend Elizabeth's talk. And we will hear what we need to hear, and it will touch each one of us. For we will hear what we need to hear. And the music always inspires us. The energy in this room is amazing. And I am so grateful, so grateful for everything. And with that, I release my words of love, into the law that only knows to do. Doesn't have to think, it just does. So it is done, and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
As you wish, so will your life be. It's the only way we're going to start that again. There we go. Thanks, Travis. What's wrong with your guitar? I don't know. You got to turn it on. As you wish, so will your life be. It's the only way we truly can be free. Knowing you is life's single greatest pleasure. All the stars reflecting in your eyes. You are to me the most precious gift in this life. If your love was a grain of sand on the beach, well, mine would be a universe of beaches. Let that sand become intimately fused to a crystal clear pane of glass, a window we can look out through and see this life as it is. As you wish, so will your life be. It's the only way we truly can be free. There is but one love, and it is mine. There is but one life, and it is yours. There is this one big love, and it right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now.
Woo! Wow. Let's give them some more love. Woo!
DeLon wrote that song.
So beautiful. So wonderful. Wow. And how about our new backup singers? The possibilities. Oh my goodness. Thank you, beloveds. Well, good morning. So good to see you here today. I know there's some here for the first time and some here maybe for the second time, so thank you for coming back. That's always a good sign. So in November, we have been looking at the seed of awakening of gratitude, and we've kind of gone back to basics and explored some of the deeper opportunities for us to be grateful. And this week, we're going to look at raise and praise. And so I invite you in this moment to embrace yourself. Like really embrace yourself in this moment and feel yourself letting go of anxiety, worry, fear. Place all of that aside in this moment. Let it all go and know that you are now stepping into the awareness that your soul wants to feel the frequency and the vibration of the message and the music in such a way that it transforms you, it shifts you, and feel the energy of the community here today. Our souls are thirsting for this connection, and here we are. So we've completely disengaged from the mainstream media and are now tuning in to KGOD, this God media, yes? The media of love, peace, dynamic intelligence. So we are allowing our awareness to expand here and now, dropping all barriers, anything that would prevent us from receiving and feeling this love vibration. Are you with me? Yeah, right? I feel it too. And so I would like to begin by sharing that American spiritual author and leader, Emma Curtis Hopkins, who was actually one of Ernest Holmes' teachers, wrote that if I were to be asked directly as to the quickest way for a scientist to get her healing power going, I would probably say, praise everything and everyone in your mind. And as far as your mental convictions will demonstrate promptly, speak these praises aloud. So we're raising and praising in our minds, and we're speaking it aloud. Now, this is such a powerful tool, right? One way it's powerful is that whenever we're experiencing negative feelings, those negative feelings, yes, we need to feel our feelings, but we don't need to dwell in them, you know. We don't need to build a condo, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will not build a condo there and spend the rest of my days there, right? Thank you. We're not going to do that. So the negative feelings that are in us, if we dwell upon them, then those feelings end up affecting us. I think we get confused in thinking that if we're upset or something, we're actually doing something to someone else, right? Like being mad and holding on to a grudge, for example, that it's affecting someone else or somehow making us feel a sense of righteousness, right? But we don't need to do that. What we're called as spiritual beings here to do instead is raise and praise in the name of love. And raising and praising in the name of love is not condoning. What it's doing is it's lifting your own consciousness out of that shadow, that valley of the shadow of death, because each one of us truly deserves to live a life of love, a powerful life, the life that we came here for. Like whenever I stop to really think about how God has birthed me into existence, I'm here. Like, what am I going to do with this one and precious life? And then sometimes I get seduced by that person. They shouldn't be doing that. No. We can let all of that go, right? Person, place, organization, whatever it is. We're called to let that go. And if we can raise and praise in our minds, we will demonstrate what our deepest desires are much quicker. So if raising your consciousness, raising your vibe wasn't enough, you can see it as, okay, well, as I raise and praise, then my deepest desires are actually going to be resonating with me more quickly. I'll take it, right? And so I love this tool, and I so adore Emma Curtis Hopkins, and I'll share an experience that I had. There was a betrayal. Has anyone experienced a betrayal? Right? And maybe this morning, who knows? And betrayals can be, there's no small or big. Everyone has their own personal experience, right? And so I experienced a betrayal, and I was angry. I was angry at this person. I was angry. I think I was angry at God. Like, why, right? And I was angry at the situation. And, there are those times when you're like, really this? Like, why this? Why? But I took on this practice. And I'm inserting a fake name. I raise you, Bob Smith, and I praise you, Bob Smith, in the name of love. Hopefully there are no Bob Smiths here. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It wasn't you, Zoomer, if you're Bob Smith. I raise you, Bob Smith, and I praise you, Bob Smith, in the name of love. I got out my mala beads, 108 beads, and I did that. I raise you, Bob Smith, and I praise you, Bob Smith, in the name of love. Every morning I did this practice, and I could feel myself softening, and I can feel that anger really begin to dissipate. And I came into this space of love, which is where I wanted to be. And I realized that that space of love is within me, and I can tune into that. And while I don't condone what this person did and I felt betrayed, I will not be reduced by that betrayal, right? Can I get an amen? Can I get an and so it is? Okay? I will not be reduced by it. And that means I got the God bumps all over, right? That means that I can continue on knowing that I am loved by the divine, and I can still be that love, and I can still bring all of myself into the world. I can still love and be a place of wholeness and light and beauty and joy, even in the midst of that. And that is not condoning behavior. That is me saying, I am God in form, and I came here to experience a life that I would love, and I am ready. And so shortly after, 7 days, right? I did this for 7 days, and I ran into this person who betrayed me, and I was able to meet this person from a place of love. And I'm reminded of what Rumi wrote, outside, beyond the field of right, beyond the idea of right and wrong, there is a field. I will meet you there. Something like that. And so I was able to meet this person in that field, Bob Smith. In that field of love, right? And it felt good. And it felt like I know that he betrayed me, and he knows that I know that he betrayed me. However, we're in this space of love, and that's all that there is. That felt so good. Felt so good. And then I thought, well, that was such an awesome experience. Where else can I use this? And I realized I can use it for myself. I raise my life. I praise my life in the name of love. I raise my life, I praise my life in the name of love. I raise you, Elizabeth Rowley, and I praise you, Elizabeth Rowley, in the name of love, over and over, right, on the string of mandala beads, 108 times. As often as possible, I raise my life, I praise my life in the name of love. And again, the softening occurred, right? The softening. And still, even as I say it, there's a softening that happens within me. Because I don't know about you, but I've got an internal critic. Right? And that critic can be so loud, but that critic's voice will soften. As I affirm for myself, I raise my life, I praise my life in the name of love. Even in the midst of mistakes, you know. Now, the beautiful thing is that you can do this for anyone that gets your goat, right? And free yourself from that bondage of negativity, like instantly. And then you'll begin to demonstrate what you truly and deeply want for yourself in your life, which is the calling of the soul. It's that nudging from the inside, and it's so awesome. So someone cuts you off from the freeway or on the freeway. I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. Someone gets in the express line at Whole Foods with a cart full and they should only have 12. I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. Stuck behind a slow driver. I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. Someone once said, oh, there must be a parade in town, and I got stuck behind the caboose or whatever. I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. For that person, yes, even that person, I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. Now, this is a valuable tool that we can take as we enter into these holidays, right? Because sometimes there's that one family member or whatever, and if we're coming from a place of, I raise you and I praise you in the name of love, you don't have to actually say that to them. Like if you get mad at them, I raise you and I praise you in the name of love, they'd be like, whoa, this is really weird. But if you start your day with, I raise you and I praise you in the name of love, you will find the way that you move through your day will be different because you are aligned with love, you are connected with love, and you're allowing that love to be channeled through you. Now, Ernest Holmes puts it this way: I now acknowledge God, the divine spirit, as a living presence in everything and in everyone. I bless everyone I meet. I praise everything I do. I acknowledge God's abundance, the outpouring of the Spirit, the manifestation of life everywhere. Raise and praise everyone and everything, and let go of our need to condemn others. So Ernest Holmes also said that I know that love does not condemn and life does not destroy. I sincerely desire that every thought of my mind and every impulse of my whole being will be constructive and life-giving and will radiate that which I now believe and accept to be at the center of my being, the light that lights every individual's pathway. How cool is that? We're all a bunch of lights lighting everybody's pathway, right? And it makes it fun. In my perspective, I mean, you know. So to condemn is defined in the dictionary as to express complete disapproval of. And it's typically done in public. And when I think of condemnation, I think of those signs on the buildings. They have like yellow tape around them, and there's a big sign that says, building condemned, you know, because it doesn't meet the rules and the regulations for safe dwelling and habitation. And we do that to ourselves and others, you know, maybe unconsciously, right? And especially for ourselves, though, because love does not condemn. And isn't it time that we stopped condemning ourselves and allowed that love to come through to us first? and then to everyone else around us. So this means that we are called to stop with the self-criticism, stop with the denouncing and the reveling and blaming, chastising, berating, and reprimanding, and finding fault with our beautiful, gorgeous, luminous selves. You know? Isn't it time to stop punishing ourselves and others for what happened yesterday? What we said that maybe we ought not have, how we behaved, not up to our own personal standards and ideals. It's time to really stop that, excuse me, and start living from our spiritual magnificence. Start living from who we know ourselves to be, the spiritual, radiant, magnificent beauties we are. You are. I mean, look around, look at each other right now. See the radiance in each other. Y'all are glowing. Zoomers, you are glowing. Even if you're in your pajamas, I know how radiant you are. I'm a little jealous, but that's okay. So I radiate the light that lights every individual's pathway. And I think I shared this last week, but if you imagine you're out at night and it's dark when you get home and you forgot to turn the porch light on and your loved one can't get the key in the door to get you both inside safely because they can't see it, So what do? Do you curse the dark? Do you jump in the trenches and get upset with the person who's fumbling to get the key in? Do you complain about how hard it is to do this? Or do you take out your phone and turn on your flashlight and shine it on the keys at the door? And right? You do that. It sounds like y'all do that. That's what we want to do in the world, right? We want to take out our light and shine it upon any darkness that we see, negative experiences that we encounter. We shine our lights. That's who we are. So as we shine the light, we know that it is that light. We offer this namaste greeting. The God in me honors the God in you, or the light in me honors the light in you, that place within me. This light that is within me is also lighting the path for everyone. And as we put our lights together, we are mighty and magnificent, and it is good. Yeah. Glory, yes. So I want to look at now, there's a few stages of gratitude that I've heard about. So let's look at those. Now, there's one stage of gratitude in which you become grateful for everything that you have. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for this podium that holds my notes, I'm grateful for the camera, I'm grateful, so grateful to be here, standing here with you all, like, wow, this is so cool, that kind of thing. And then stage 2, you become grateful for the negativity in your life. What? Now that part, yeah, that's hard, right? It's a little bit difficult, can be challenging. But now, when seeming bad things happen, we're able to say thank you. I'm so glad this is taking place. Why? Because you live in a progressive universe. We live in a progressive universe. In other words, every time the earth rolls around on its axis and rolls around the sun, and the sun rolls around on its axis and goes through its solar system, and the solar system goes through the galaxy, and the galaxy goes through the cosmos, each of those heavenly bodies are circling around and circling. There is progress in the universe. Like, we're here, standing here, so we don't necessarily see that, but we're actually progressing through the universe at a very fast speed. I will let the scientists tell you just how fast. We've got some science guys in the room, right? But we're moving fast, right? Now, the vibration then is elevated, right? So if you think about something spinning and spinning, there's an elevation that occurs. So there's this elevation that is occurring on this planet, and it's also happening in us, because that's the macrocosm and we're the microcosm. And so we're spinning, and there's a vibration that is elevating. And if you're the very same person that you were 365 days ago, you've actually gone backwards if you've stayed the same, because everything else has progressed. Think about that, right? Everything else has progressed. But if we're stuck in old resentments and the past and the way things were, we've gone backwards. But we can catch up. There's hope. But now, when something negative happens, if we can be grateful for it, if we can begin to mine those gifts and the blessings from it in the moment, because it's coming into our lives to help us grow, to help us develop and unfold, to help us develop the strength and capacity and elevate the potential within us that otherwise could not have happened. I mean, how many times have you looked back on your life at something you were going through and you just wanted it to be over? You just wanted it to be over. You didn't want it to be happening. You went into wishful thinking. I wish this wasn't happening. I wish I wasn't where I was. I wish I wasn't who I was. And ultimately, when you look back, you realize that you are who you are today because of that particular experience. That this gift and that talent emerged because of this seeming negativity, which is truly what happened for me in my experience of the betrayal that I spoke of earlier. This gift and that talent emerged because of what seemed in the moment to be negativity. Now, if we become grateful and thankful in the midst of the seeming negativity, now we're joining the forces of the progressive universe. We are tapped in. We learn our lessons faster. I'm up for that. Like, I want to learn and leave. I've got a short attention span. I don't need to dwell in this problem for years. We can learn our lessons fast, and we harvest our blessings at an ever-increasing level, and we spin into a greater awareness as to the infinite possibilities within us. So now there's gratitude for all the good that you have. There's gratitude for the seeming bad, right? Because it's all relative. And then you break into a whole new level of gratitude. And that is gratitude for simply being alive, unattached to anything. Gratitude for being in existence at this time on this planet right now. I mean, when I really get present to that and I look out at your faces, I'm just so grateful. Like my whole body is just vibrating at this frequency of love and appreciation, because this is cool. Wow. I mean, wow. Just wow. It's so good. It is so good. So the gratitude for simply being alive is very important, because this is the gratitude that aligns us with all of nature. So right now, if you think about it, all of nature is giving thanks and is grateful for existing, period. We have nature to look at right outside these windows. It's just giving the sparkly good, right? That lake out there is just gorgeous. And the animals that we see and the sunshine, all of nature is giving and existing, and it's grateful. In other words, it's not saying, I'm so glad I exist and I need to have a car before I can be happy. Or I'm so glad I exist, but I'll be more happy when I fill in the blank, have the perfect job, the perfect home, the perfect this. What if we were to just be grateful for existing? This transforms us, right? So all of nature is in pure gratitude for simply existing and being able to participate in the realm of the divine, the unfolding good that is everywhere. Now, when you begin to practice this level of gratitude, you will go through the stage of learning to be grateful for everything that you have. Then you will go through the stage of being grateful for even the seeming bad in your life. And then you'll break into this awareness of just being grateful, period. Blessed. I think it was Reverend Art over here who shared something recently about him being used to counting the blessings in his life. And then he finally got tired of counting all the blessings, and he just wanted to be in that space of knowing that he is blessed. I am blessed. And to move through life as I am blessed and knowing I am blessed, then he begins to bless every place he finds himself, right? So good. So good. So we break into the awareness of just being grateful, just being blessed. And as we stand in that awareness of being grateful, period, there comes an opening within you that allows for greater wisdom, that allows for the guidance and the direction that can come through you now, because that static of worry, doubt, and fear are dissipated, diminished. Now you can hear the true guidance of your soul, the intuition, the wisdom that is there beckoning you to become more and never less of your true self. I love that static is wiped off the line, and I use that analogy of tuning into KGOD. It's like a radio station, and sometimes when you start to drive far away from the tuning, it starts to get a little staticky, right? But that's how I think of the fear and doubt and worry as that crops up. And we are so blessed that we can tune right back into God, Spirit, the divine, the universe, the thing itself, whatever you call it, with our thoughts. I mean, how cool is that? I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. Tuned right back in, static gone. I'm grateful for this existence. I'm grateful that I get to be here right now. It's a gift. So, we're grateful for all that we have, grateful for the negativity or seeming bad experiences in our lives, and we're grateful simply for being alive. I love, Gary Lynn Floyd has a song, and it's I'm So Grateful I'm Alive. It's the perfect song. I'm so grateful I'm alive. You should look it up. So I'm going to wrap it up here and come back to how the quickest way for us to get our healing power going is to praise everything and everyone in our minds. And as far as our mental convictions will demonstrate, we promptly speak these praises aloud. Someone cuts you off on the freeway, I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. Feeling blue and depressed, I raise my life, I praise my life in the name of love. Stuck on hold for too long? That's happened to me. I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. Feeling impatient while waiting in line at the DMV or the doctor's office or wherever you find yourselves, I raise you and I praise you in the name of love. It's not a bypass, it's a practice. You're training yourself to be grateful for this one precious, glorious, magnificent, amazing life that you have here in this bodysuit at this time. So we're grateful for all that we have, grateful for the negativity or seeming bad experiences, and grateful simply for being alive. So I have a Thanksgiving meditation by Ernest Holmes that I would like to share. I now acknowledge God, the divine spirit, as a living presence in everything and in everyone. I bless everyone I meet. I praise everything I do. I acknowledge God's abundance, the outpouring of the Spirit, the manifestation of life everywhere. I bless my family. I praise my friends. I rejoice in the activities of my life. I know that love does not condemn and life does not destroy. I sincerely desire that every thought of my mind and every impulse of my whole being will be constructive and life-giving and will radiate that which I now believe and accept to be at the center of my being, the light that lights every individual's pathway. I bless the small things in my life that they may multiply and become great. I bless everything that seems little, that it will increase. I bless that which is good, and I desire that good alone will reach out from me to meet the need in everyone in love, in joy, and with thanksgiving. And so it is. And so lastly, I have kind of a fun little one that I always like to share. It's called the Ode to Thanksgiving. May your stuffing be tasty. May your turkey be plump. May your potatoes and gravy have nary a lump. May your yams be delicious and your pies take the prize. And may your Thanksgiving dinner stay off of your thighs. Right? I'm so grateful that we're having Love's Table today, my friends. Zoomers, we're sorry that you can't be here with us, but you're here in spirit for sure. And what's that? Get dressed and come on down. There's plenty of food, yeah. I know we have several community members who are already traveling and who have hit the road for their Thanksgiving week with their families, and so we bless you, and you're here in spirit too. And most of all, let's bless ourselves in this moment and feel that gratitude and love and beauty and joy as we begin to enter into the holiday season and the coldest time of the year, right? Let's turn our attention inward and join me in returning to that beautiful, expansive space within. This is the space where I know and remember that spirit is all that there is, it's all that there ever was, and it is all that there ever will be. And I'm so grateful in this moment for the presence of love in my life, for this palpable presence, this thing that has birthed me and each one of us into existence. And I identify with that presence. I identify with it as I acknowledge it and recognize it and affirm it being here right now. And in that identification, there's a merging that occurs, and I become one with the thing itself, and there is nothing else. And in my remembering of who I am and who I came here to be, I realize I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I raise and praise my life in the name of love. I raise and praise everyone in the name of love. I know that love is here to experience and express itself in a particular way through and as me. And I allow that bloated nothingness to get out of the way, get thee behind me, so that I might shine the light, because it's bright, this light that burns within me and each one of us. And so as we go through the rest of our week, navigating the driving, the traveling, and the preparation and the showing up and the family connections that we get to experience, as we navigate all of this, we know who we are, and this light that is within us is available for all to receive. And there is nothing that would hinder or block that light from shining out to everyone to such a degree that those we come in contact with are taken aback because they are so moved and inspired by who you are and the way you show up in the world. Feeling blessed and grateful simply for existing. So thank you, Spirit, for this time together, and thank you for this beautiful day. I'm grateful to exist for such a time as this. I am blessed as I release this prayer to that divine manufacturing plant, knowing it is already done even before this word has been spoken. All of our needs are met. We are blessed to overflowing, and that food stays off of our thighs. Amen. And so it is. Woo! Yes, we'll invite the musicians to come up now and prepare. And as they do so, I would like to remind everyone that we are seeking some volunteers for various positions here. One, we would love to have at least another Zoom moderator who can paste in the different links to things as it's happening on a Sunday and actually facilitate the virtual patio after the service. So this is really for you Zoomers. We would love to maybe get in a rotation, and if you feel called to do this, you can send an email to us at info@awakeningways.org. And we will take it from there. And we're also seeking volunteers for the tech team, which includes things like setup, camera operation. So in the back, these two guys have a lot that they are managing back there, and having a couple of more hands would really help. And with the setup, I want to raise and praise Robin South. Let's raise and praise Robin. We raise you and we praise you in the name of love. Yeah. He gets here at 8:30 a.m. and sets up the speed. Just so much, right? I can't even name it all because I'm sure I'll miss some of it. And Deb, we raise you and we praise you in the name of love. And musicians, we raise you and we praise you in the name of love. And everyone, we raise you and we praise you in the name of love. So we would love to have a little more assistance, camera operation. I mean, there's easy things that you could fit in. Don't let the word tech scare you. And that's all I have to say.
I'd like to say that women can apply for this tech job also.
Yes.
It's not a guy-only thing.
Right.
You know, Reverend Elizabeth, your love keeps lifting me. And Travis, lifting me. And all of you, you're lifting me higher and higher. And to all these guys, oh yeah, you know your love is lifting me. Raising, praising, lifting me higher and higher, and it's dance a Sunday.
You know your love has lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore.
You know your love
Your love keeps lifting me,
keeps on lifting.
keeps lifting me,
It's lifting me
higher and higher.
I said your
Your
love
love keeps lifting me,
keeps lifting.
keeps lifting me.
It's lifting me higher and higher, higher.
Now once I was downhearted. Disappointment was my closest friend. And then you came, and then soon it departed.
lifting,
keeps lifting
keeps on lifting me
higher and higher.
Oh yeah, your love
Keeps lifting me
is lifting. You know it's lifting me higher and higher and higher. Your love
Love keeps lifting me.
keeps lifting,
Keeps on lifting me.
lifting me higher and higher.
Nice
Wow.
job.
Wow. Wow, oh wow. Oh my goodness. What's today's date? The 21st? Okay, so it's now time for our conscious giving, and there are envelopes like this in this little packet. And so if you're giving cash, we would love to have you put it in an envelope and put your name on it so that we can give you a giving statement at the end of the year. And will the ushers please come forward? And I invite you to begin to get your offering out. And I'm so grateful if this service has inspired you in any way that you offer a donation to us. Now, please take your gift and place it over your heart and repeat after me. Divine love through me
Divine love through me
blesses and multiplies all that I have,
Blesses and multiplies all that I have,
all that I give,
all that I give,
and all that I receive.
and all that I receive.
Joyously I give,
Joyously I give,
and joyfully I receive.
and joyfully I receive.
And so it is. Thank you.
Divine love flows through me,
Get up there and get ready.
blessing all I give. Divine love flows through me, blessing all I give.
No children today?
Divine love flows through me, blessing all I give. Divine love flows through me, blessing all I give.
I'm so grateful for all these gifts, gifts of your love, your smiles, your financial abundance, pretty much everything. And I know when we leave here today and take this love and this generosity with us, we are never alone. For we are always one with everything, with each other and the divine. And for that, I am so grateful. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
Beautiful. Thank you. And then Sonia, are there children today? Let's give Sonia some love. We raise you and we praise you, Sonia, in the name of love. All right, so we'll now have Jan come up. She's going to do our announcements for today. I think we need this. Yes. Yeah, thank you. There you go.
Do any of you know how to line dance?
You're going to teach us.
Uh-huh. I want Judy to Magona Salaya right over there. She's a line dance teacher. We could do the electric slide. We could learn that really easily. So you play some music for electric slide and we'll do it. How's that?
Boot, scoot, and boogie.
Yeah, exactly. So last week, Susan challenged us to reach Reverend Elizabeth's birthday goal of $1,500. Do you remember that? We were a few $100s less. Well, we reached it. Thank you all very much. Actually, we went over. $1,575. So I was thinking, you know, the Board of Trustees are going through the budget right now, and if every single one of you set up your birthday on however she did, look at the money we would have. Woo! We could buy new equipment. We could do maybe we could buy the building, and it would be ours. Who knows? What else is possible, right? So thank you all who helped us get to that goal. So every Wednesday at 1 o'clock, Reverend Elizabeth is doing her midweek spiritual check-in, so don't forget to look for the email that comes out on Tuesdays. And we mentioned we're looking for tech team. We're also looking for fundraiser volunteers. So if you have a creative side to you and you think, oh, this would be a really fun idea to help us raise money for the church, for the community, let us know. Talk to Reverend Elizabeth, talk to myself, talk to one of the board members, and we'll get a committee going. And then today, following immediately after the service, we will have Love's Table. Thank you to Kathy Dowling and to Ricky Anderson for coming and helping. Also Steve, he put out the little leaves and things. So thank you for all that you've brought. So everything's ready to go next door. So this is really important. Okay, listen up. Now listen. Look at me. Let me see you. Okay, look at me. If you brought a pot or a pan or a something, take it home. Right, Linda? Yes. Otherwise, the hearts and hands. Otherwise, Linda has it. You don't want Linda to be upset with you. You really don't. You don't. So take it home. The other thing is that, yes, Deb does. She sets up these tables every single morning by herself most of the time, and she would like to eat this afternoon. So if you have a prayer, please put it in the box before you eat, because we're going to be tearing the tables down, okay? So you got that? Take your pots home, sign the prayer box, okay? We're good? Line dancing coming.
All right, let's circle up. Circle up. Thank you. Yeah? It's like Johnny Cash. Hey. Oh, I gotta do this first. 1 sec. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay, and won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that we ever need do is turn within, and it is here we will find we are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening.
Something wonderful is happening.
As me right now.
As me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my relationships.
Life is in my relationships.
Life is everywhere.
Life is everywhere.
I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I express it.
I express it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
And just the way that it is not.
Just the way that it isn't.
Thank you, life. Woo!
May I be filled